Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I am unboxing an abstract diamond painting from Home Craftology. So this is a diamond painting from Home Craftology. Home Craftology happened to be the company that I bought my very first diamond painting from in 2019. And they are also the company that I bought my first custom diamond painting from. So over the years I've bought quite a few, and I've been following the progress of the company. They are a family run company based in Australia, and Chris Evers and his wife Mel are the people behind Home Craftology. I was going to do a little bit about why Home Craftology started, but I thought about it and I thought it would be better to actually let you read on their website. And there's also a video where you can see Chris, and he talks about diamond painting and why it is important to them and their family. So I'll put a link in the description, and you can have a little read and a little listen to Chris. So I recently did an unboxing. I found out that Home Craftology had come out with a new canvas, and I was very curious about it. And I just happened to have a look on their website when they had a buy one get one free offer. So I ended up getting 2 diamond paintings with the new canvas, and I did unboxings of them. Now Chris actually saw at least one, and he contacted me and he said he had seen the video and would I be interested in doing another unboxing. So of course I said I would be. So Chris kindly sent this to me, so I didn't pay for it. I like to be upfront. So I didn't pay for this one, but just because I didn't pay for it doesn't mean I'm going to say that everything's perfect if it isn't. I like to be as honest as possible. So I ordered this, and I decided to try something different, something that I haven't done yet. And this one is an abstract diamond painting. So it is purely a piece of artwork. It isn't a picture of a kitten or a flower or anything like that. It's abstract art. So I'm trying to remember now. I think it was 16 days it took from the order to arriving on my doorstep. So 16 days delivery time, which is not bad at all. So now we will have a look and see what is inside it. But before we do that, we'll have a look at the actual box. So it comes in a box, and you can see it's travelled well. Sturdy box, no bashes, dents, dings, anything like that. So that's a good start. The other thing with Home Craftology is when you receive your diamond painting, it will have the title and the size on the label, which is very handy if you have ordered 2 or 3 diamond paintings from different places and you just get a box that turns up and you're not sure what's inside, especially if you're doing YouTube unboxings. So this is called Black and Violet. As I said, it's an abstract diamond painting. It is 80 centimeters by 60 centimeters, so that means it's 80 centimeters across, 60 centimeters down, or 31 by 24 if you work in inches, and it is squares. So now we will open it up and see what we get. Plenty of tape on this one. I think I'm needing to invest in new scissors. So take the end off this, And I think because it's taped so tightly, I'll just slide the scissors all the way along and open it this way. Should be a bit easier. So this one has come in an unmarked box. Packaging is stuck to the end. The glue is actually stuck to the end of the box, so I'll get that off. So this one has come in a white box. Now that is the first time that has happened to me. I am guessing that they have run or had run out of branded boxes, because I've actually got a box here that I used, that I showed when I did an unboxing of the beginners bundle. I saw that they do bundles as well, and there's one called the beginners bundle that caught my attention, where you get 3 diamond paintings, and it is aimed at beginners. So they are small diamond paintings, but they still come in a box. So normally I would expect this box to look like this, with the Home Craftology logo and this design. So not sure why it's white. I don't know if Chris will comment in the comments and let us know. But as far as I know, the boxes are still branded. So we'll have a look inside and see what we get. So first things first, it comes in a bag with the Home Craftology logo, which looks pretty cool. I like the contrast, the white against the black background. I think it looks really good. So this bag has drawstrings on the end. So if you're working on your diamond painting, you can store it in here if you have to take it off the table, or if you want to travel and take your diamond painting with you. I know that quite a few people do that. So you can roll your work in progress up with the drills on the outside, pop it in here, and you can take it with you. So a nice bag, something a little bit different, and something that was very keen to get out was the goodie bag. So we get take everything out first. We get a diamond painting pen, and Home Craftology do clear ones with a little bit of sparkle in them, and single placer, no multi-placer, and that's the pen. Then we get the squidgy, which slides over the pen, and the idea of these is it makes it more comfortable if it goes. Sometimes you get them and they're a bit tight. Try it the other way around. That's going to do the same thing. So I don't know if we can work it from this end. Sometimes they take a bit of work, but basically what this does is it goes over the pen, you pull this up, and then when you're diamond painting you've got a thicker diameter, so it makes it a bit more comfortable, and it's spongy. So rather than just having the hard plastic, you have a little bit of cushioning, and this can help, especially if you're diamond painting for a long period of time. It just makes things more comfortable. So you have the squidgy, you have the pen, we have a little tub of pink wax. So you have a disc of pink wax. If you're new to diamond painting, remember there is a clear coat over the wax. So before you press your pen in to fill it, I'll just show you. Just again for beginners, just in case anybody happens to have stumbled in, this is their first diamond painting video. What you do is you take your diamond painting pen and you peel back the clear cover, and then put your finger behind the wax, push the pen in, twist it around just like cutting cookies, and you'll see there's now a hole and the wax is now in the pen, and this is what picks up the drills. So always remember to peel back the cover. If you try and do it without doing that, you won't pick up any pink wax. And it comes in a little tub. A lot of companies it doesn't. The tubs are good for keeping the wax clean and stopping it drying out, so it's a handy thing to have, the little tub. You have a pair of tweezers. Normally you will get tweezers with kits that have square drills. Some people prefer to use tweezers to pick up the drills rather than the pen. It's a personal preference. If you do try the tweezers and you struggle with them, all I can say is I was exactly the same, and it just takes a bit of practice, but they can be very useful. So tweezers, and then we have the tray. So you pour some drills in here, give it a little shake, and you use your pen or your tweezers to pick up the drills one at a time and place them on the canvas. So that was the kit. Just move that out of the way, and we'll have a look at this. This is pretty big, and because it is pretty big, we've got a second goodie bag. So that is basically the same thing again, but it means that you get more wax, just in case that one disc. I'm just going to fix this because the wax has fallen out. So it's exactly the same kit, but it means you now have double the wax, which may be needed in this one because it is 80 by 60. So the canvas, but before we have a look at that, we will have a look at the drills. So again, for beginners, the drills are these little things, and this is what you build up your picture with. So these bags have a strip of glue, so they open up along the way, and this is always the noisy part. And tip them out, get rid of the bag because it makes all the noise. So these are the drills. As you can see, there are a lot. So we'll have a look at the picture. So this is the key, and this shows you the colours that you have and how many bags you should have. So this is the actual picture, what it will look like, and I just went for it because I like the colours. They do have a lot of abstract pictures with various colours, various designs. So if you're looking for something that looks more like a piece of artwork rather than a picture, definitely worth a look. So this is the one that I chose purely because I like the combination of colours and the shapes, just sort of random things. It appeals to me. So we have the ID number is the DMC code. DMC code is a standard coding system. So ID number or DMC number 161 is always the same shade, or the same colour, sorry, the same colour. The usual example that I mention is 310 because 310 is black, but I don't see any 310 in this one. The codes are in numerical order. That is worth remembering because the first thing you have to do is check that you have the correct number of bags. So just picked one at random. The number is 3761. So we look on the sheet for 3761 and 2. So it should have 2 bags, and it did. 3761, 2 bags. So we get a pen and we just check that. And what you do is you go through all of the colours and check them off. Everything should be okay, but sometimes people make mistakes and miscount. So if you do check, and this is for any diamond painting company, you should always do this with every kit. If you find out that you're short, say 208, 17 bags, we'll just say we counted them and we only have 15. What you would do is get in touch with the company, whoever it may be, in this case Home Craftology, and say, I bought this diamond painting and I'm missing 2 bags of 208, DMC number 208, and they will pop them in the post and send them out to you as soon as possible. So don't panic. The thing is, it's best to do this at the beginning before you start the diamond painting, so that you can actually start the diamond painting and you know that these drills are on their way. So hopefully you get them before you finish the diamond painting, rather than doing the diamond painting and then suddenly realizing you are short of a colour and you're nearly finished. Typically that's what would happen, and then you're basically sitting waiting on the drills coming. So always good to check them through, tick them off, and make sure that you've got everything. So we'll have a quick look at the drills. As I said, these are square. These bags hold about 200 drills each, and all I'm doing is just checking the quality of the drills. You can see the bases of the drills are perfectly flat, so I don't know how close I can go without it focusing, unfocusing. But you can see the drills are nice and flat, and they don't have any bars that I can see, nothing obvious. The drills look good. I have bought quite a few kits from Home Craftology. I've never had problems with the drills. You will get the occasional one that's misshapen or has bars or things, but that's just how it is with the manufacturing process, and they allow for that. When you get the drills, you don't get exactly the number of drills you need, you always get more, and that is them making an allowance for any that may be misshapen. So don't worry if you find maybe 1 or 2, they allow for that, so it isn't a problem. So all I'm doing just now is just having a quick look through. Again, I'm checking that the drills move freely in the bags. There's no oil or anything like that. As I said, I've never had a problem with Home Craftology, but it's always worth just having a quick check, just in case anything went wrong. But these are fine, no problems. So what I'll have to do later is go through all of the colours and make sure that I have the correct number of bags. I do have one there that has 123 bags and one that has 99. So that's the drills. Move them out of the way. The good thing about them being in sealed bags is I can just drop them on the floor and I'm not going to end up with any drills, although I've found 2 escapees, but they have just ended up in there. It isn't a burst bag, because if it was a burst bag I would have a lot. So it's just 2 random drills that have gone in with the bags, so nothing to worry about. Okay, so now we get to the canvas, the best part. The canvases now come tied with a blue ribbon. I think it's a nice touch, and it's also a nice touch if you decide to give a diamond painting to a friend or a family member as a gift. We're starting to get close to Christmas now, so it could be an idea, a diamond painting for Christmas. That would be something a bit different. So now we'll have a look at the canvas, but I wanted to just check because I thought I would find these. This is something new again. Home Craftology have started adding some butter paper. Now I actually had to contact them and ask them what it was, and they told me it's called butter paper, and this, some people prefer to use stuff like that rather than using this clear cover. So very quick thing is, what you do is you take the clear cover off and you put these down. Now if this is a big section and you think I'm not going to do that, you could cut it in half and make it smaller sections. But what you do is you cover the glue, make sure the edge is over. I'm just checking where I'm in the camera. Make sure you go past the edge so that you can pick it up. If you stick it on the glue, it's a bit more difficult to get off. So what you do is you put it to the side, and then the next one would probably go there and do the same. If you've got enough, you would cover the whole thing. So you would have a row and a row. This is just an example. So you would start, so you wouldn't have that big overlap, so it would be more like this. You would start with this one, you would peel this off, and then you would work on this. Do as much as you're going to do, get your butter paper, put it back over, and it keeps everything off the glue. Once you finish this section, you would do the next section, then the next section, then the next section. So that is a very quick guide. You could also look it up on YouTube. If you look up release paper, I've actually got a video up, I'm trying to remember what it's called, how I use release paper, I think, and I show it in more detail, but that's a quick, just in case you have this stuff and you think, what is this? That is what it's for. Some people don't like using the clear cover. Personally, I don't. I always take the cover off and replace it with release paper. It's just, I prefer to work that way. So what else do we have? You have instructions, step-by-step instructions on how to diamond paint if you're totally new. So a little piece here. They've also got the email address for customer care if you need to get in touch with them and maybe want to ask any questions. So you get that as well. The problem that I've got now is the diamond painting is a lot bigger than I can get in the camera, but we'll have a look at what we can see. So on the header, it has the size, it has the Home Craftology logo, and it is a 60 by 80. It is actually an 80 by 60. As far as I'm concerned, any sizes, I always say the width first. So this is 80 by 60, so it is wider than it is deep. So I would say that's the other way around. I'm not sure if that is a standard way of saying sizes for picture frames, but I always say the width and then the height or the depth. So we also have, roll it over, the thumbnail. So you have a little thumbnail that reminds you of what it is you're working on if you decide to cover this over and you can only see a section at a time. which is what I do, because I actually, once I cover it with release paper, I cover it then with these mats. The diamond painting that I'm working on at the moment is actually underneath here. You can see part of it there. So what I do is I cover everything over with these mats, just extra protection against any dust or hair or anything like that. So now we have the key, and on the key they are numbered, so we can see it starts at number 1 and it goes down to 48. So we have 48 colours in this diamond painting. And now we'll take a look at the glue. This is poured glue, so you don't have to worry about any bubbles and wrinkles. So you can see very, very easy to read symbols. And if I tilt it in the light, you can see the shininess, that's the glue. So when you're not doing diamond painting, you always want the cover over. You don't want pet hairs, human hairs, dust, crumbs, anything on the glue, because it'll affect how well the drills stick to the glue. So you always want to keep the glue covered at all times if you're not working on it. Now the main thing about this canvas, I'm going to have to turn it sideways, is it is self-flattening. I think I'll actually switch this light off, get rid of the reflection. Now that means that when you take the diamond painting out of the box and lay it on a table, it just lies flat. A lot of canvases, when you take them out of the box, if they've been folded, they will try to roll back up into that sort of square shape of the box, and what you have to do is flatten it out and then put heavy books on it. A lot of people put them under their mattress, and for a few days they leave it under there, or they leave books on top for a few days before they can actually work it, because the canvas keeps trying to lift up. The new Home Craftology canvas doesn't do that. It lays flat straight out of the box, which to me is a huge step in the right direction. I wish all companies would do that, but it really is a big improvement. And the back of the canvas is different. It's just I don't know what it actually is. Normally the canvases, you can see it's a sort of interwoven, and they tend to be pretty starchy. These are soft, as you can see. I can bend it really easily. Just makes it easier to work with, and this is the big improvement for me. They did switch to poured glue in January 2021, which was a big step, getting away from double-sided adhesive, so you don't get any air bubbles and creases and stuff. But to me, the combination of poured glue and self-flattening canvas is perfect. It's a really big jump as far as I'm concerned. Makes things a lot easier. You don't have to wait on the canvas flattening. You can basically take it out of the box and sort out your drills and then just get started, and that's what everybody wants to do. So that is pretty much it. As I said, it's a bit big, so trying to fit it all in isn't easy, but I think if I do a little pan around, you can get the idea. As I said, I've never done an abstract art one, and I just think this is going to look really good. I mean, it looks colourful as it is, but the colours will really pop once the drills are on it, and I'm looking forward to seeing this one. And it will appear on the wall behind me at some point in the future. So another nice diamond painting from Home Craftology. As I said, it's something a bit different for me. I have no abstract art diamond paintings until now. I forgot to mention the name of this one. It's called Black and Violet, and I will put a direct link to it if anybody saw it and thinks, yeah, I would like to try that one. but they do have a lot of abstract art if you want to try something a little bit different. If you go to the website, you can just put in abstract in the search and you will find a lot. Quite a few of them are a lot brighter than this one, if that's your thing, if you like bright colours. I decided to tone things down slightly with this one, but it will appear on the wall here at some point in the future. So I'd just like to say thanks to Chris for giving me the chance to try this one. And as I said, the new canvas for me is the big improvement. I wish all diamond paintings, you could just take them out of the box and put them on the table and they would be flat. It's definitely not the case. So that is a huge step forward. The poured glue, I think the people at Diamond Paint already know that poured glue is definitely the way to go. It makes life a lot easier for us. So that's 2 big steps. The Home Craftology website has also been upgraded as well, and you can have a browse through that. I will put a link to the website. So that is pretty much it, I think. I've got my work cut out for me with this one. So in the meantime, take care, be safe and wash your hands.